Head out about 10 miles or so from the Capitol Mall, and you will arrive here at Northwest Stadium, just outside of Washington, D.C. Today, it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Washington Commanders. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Ready? Back to 60.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And space tough to come by there as they'll give maybe a yard to the 37. Well, this defense for the Raiders, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
2nd down and 8.
Come on, come on. Hey! Gravity lock. Hey, check that, check that. Street, street. Street, street. Ready?
Daniels looking to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Ready?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, number 7 overall. And the Raiders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Commanders 0.
The Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now 2nd and 9.
Get it. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Throwing now is Daniels. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
70 Timberwolves. Cowboys. Go.
To the air goes Daniels. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Come on.
Here's Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. You look at this Raiders defense. This unit 3rd base in the NFL in stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. A gain of 22.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
18 Cardinal. Ready.
They go play action. Daniels. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd.
Hawk 70.
Now Daniels. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Here we go.
Daniels going to try to sneak. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Right back to him on first down. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They work now on 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Six DBs on the field for Washington on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
They've
got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
18 Cardinals.
To throw is Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Hey, check that. Street. Hurt. Right there. Hurt. Panther Street.
From the gun on third down, Daniels slings this deep from McLaurin. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Now third down and 7. He'll look to throw. Well, we're behind his man, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. He'll field this at the 5. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
Okay, ready?
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Come on.
Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Here we go. 19, start.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards that time, and a Washington first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
60 Eagles.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Second and 14. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Short throw caught by Bowers. Call it a gain of a yard. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Dante Thornton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. This is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
19 Tiger.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes it in for the Commanders' touchdown. A great play there. 35 yards. And the Commanders are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
To score, Raiders 14, Commanders 7. Matt Gay, the kickoff for Washington.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Here's 2nd and 8. That would complete to Trey Tucker. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Touchdown, Raiders! Trey Tucker, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Carlson down to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Come on, come on.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Go! Cougar 19. Dragon 60.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Downfield and caught by Thornton. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Ready? Drop it, Cowboy 80. Ready,
The final shot before break. Daniels. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Next game to kick off for Washington.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Well, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll Start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
From the 35, here's the second down and 6. They'll set up a throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got it at the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Dante Thornton with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead is now 24. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Play action, now it's Daniels. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And it'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. That leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
And the Raiders have got him. Working free to drop it for the sack there was Amari Barno.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
Daniels going to throw for it. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Raiders are going to get it back here just past the 35. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
And the Las Vegas 1st down.
Back to throw here. And this is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll look to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. Trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try to run this one in. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them in the turnovers, they've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll try and run for him. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Dante Thornton, his third touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Raiders get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Panther Street! Panther Street!
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
To the air goes Daniels.
Flushed out right. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37.
That's good for a Washington Commanders.
Throwing now is Daniels. Flush to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Washington. Jayden Daniels with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Commanders are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him, being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly just lost. Yeah, there's no doubt.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Back to throw now on first down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he stopped immediately there. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Tucker.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 17-yard line.
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now it's the backup Smith.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Now Daniels.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Daniels from the gun on 3rd down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Beautiful fake.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 9.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first.
And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
57 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. 3rd and 3.
Looking right, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
They'll drop the throw.
Here's Tucker, complete on the right side.
And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd down at the 18-yard line.
Looking to throw.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. This from 36 yards out. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
A gain of 4 yards.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Daniels looking to throw.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Come on.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45.
Here's third and a few inches.
Brings up the third down.
19-18.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. To throw is Daniels.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another.
Here's Daniels.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his practice.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And does Washington have it? They do. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Back to throw. Daniels. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Raiders, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears.
Meanwhile, for the Commanders,
the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.